game was finished, between myself and God and my wife, it was the right thing to do.
Mark, just to set the record straight on this, were you either asked or told to replace offensive coaches, including your son?
Oh, no one, Blake never asked me to do anything. He had full faith and confidence in my ability to lead the team, and no one ever asked me to do anything like that.
What were those conversations like with Manny after your retirement and after he got hired back?
We had dinner one time. We've talked on the phone, not a lot. It's not like we're talking every day. But we did get together one time, I guess, within the last month. And it was more just as friends spending time together. I mean, I've known Manny a long time. We've been friends for a long time in the business. And, we really didn't talk shop much. We just talked family and talked friendships. But, I know Manny's a really sharp guy. I know Manny understands this place. I know Manny loves this place. And, if you talk about a fit for a guy, I can't think of a better fit for Manny Diaz than to be here in Miami, personally.
Why TV now for you as opposed to just enjoying life and doing absolutely nothing?
Well, I tried that for about a month. And to go from 0 to 60, people talk about going from 0 to 60 is kind of, people talk about that a lot. They don't talk about going from 60 to 0 very often. And but it was good for me to just not do anything for a while. And bottom line is I am enjoying life. I'm enjoying time with my wife. And I've seen my children and grandchildren more than I have. And sometimes it'll be 11 o'clock in the morning and you're going, what? I wonder what everyone else is doing in the world right now. But I'm excited about this opportunity. This is a way to continue to stay in the game. And I love the game of football. I've really been blessed to coach in the ACC, I guess 12 seasons when you count the time at Florida State. I believe in this league and I believe in the coaches and we're competing against them and against the players, and I know what a high quality league it is, and I'm excited to help tell that story. And it's it's a way for me to stay in the game that I love, and in a way to hopefully still bless people with some insight that might be fun for them. So I'm looking forward to it.
How would you tell your story about Miami 3 years here? How would you?
My story?
Yeah. What would you say? How would you write it?
How would I write it? That's not for me to write.
How would you say it?
I'd say I was very thankful and blessed to be able to coach at my alma mater, and whether it was my alma mater or not, it didn't matter. I mean, coaching to me has always been about, well, like I've said in the past, in the beginning it was about strategy, it was about competition, it's about the fact that you couldn't play anymore, and but it wasn't long into my coaching career that I realized it was about the relationships with the players, and not only helping them be great players and maybe play in the NFL and all that, but also just grow up as people. And it's been a wonderful ride, and the good news is I still have over 30 years of guys that I've coached, and I'm still close to them, and they know how to get a hold of me. I've kept my old number from Georgia, so for anybody I've coached for the last 18, 19 years, they all know how to find me. But it was a great ride. It was a great blessing, and I do think that I think Miami got better as a program, and it's in a good position to continue to be great again.
Mark, I would put it on your analyst hat now. What would a win in August against, let's say, a Florida program that's coming off behind? What would it mean for Miami? What's
Oh, it'd be huge. I mean, it's Coach Diaz's first game, the staff's first game together. It's obviously a rival game that used to be year in and year out rival game, and now it's been every so often. But to start the college football season, probably be the only game on TV at that time, I think. It's everybody in the world is going to be watching it and can't wait to see any college game, let alone a Miami versus Florida game. So it's going to be a monster game for both teams, and obviously a win for either team will be a great jump start to the season, but a loss, in my opinion, wouldn't be fatal. I mean, it's game one. I think Miami's first national championship season, they lost to Florida opening the season. And it went on in '83 to win a national championship. So certainly it's not fatal to lose a game like that, but it'll intensify everybody's off season and knowing that what's coming around that very first game.
Your first 2 years obviously were exceptional. Your third year, did the frustration, the aggravation of what happened offensively contribute largely to you being of the mindset that I just feel like it's time to retire, I don't need this aggravation anymore?
I think I've covered that. I think we've talked enough about that.
Mark, you asked us, so let's flip it and now ask you as an analyst as you watch those three quarterbacks out there
Right.
today. What are your thoughts on that group?
You know,
There's two
I would
you
just
know
say
well,
this. Jaron, it looked like didn't get many opportunities to hold the ball long enough to make decisions and throws, and had the bad snap early on. And so I know that was probably frustrating, but there's a second half to be played. And the other two, you know, Tate, Kosi, had opportunities to make plays, and they did. And quite frankly, there were some pretty good catches out there too. A couple balls weren't placed just where they ought to be, but still within, you know, their catching range. I mean, Mallory's catch, he turns back and snatches it and made it look simple, but if you slow-mo that catch, that was a heck of a catch. And I think Pope caught a low and away one by Tate, but made the catch and broke a tackle. And you know, but I think they seem like they know what they're doing and have a good purpose, and you know, they're putting together. You know, Kosi and Tate really looked like they had more opportunities to make plays than they made plays.
Mark, are you still living in Miami?
Yeah, we're in Miami. Yeah, not sure where we'll end up right now.
Think you'll ever get the coaching bug again?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't. That's not in the plans. I'm really excited about this ACC network opportunity, and I think I can help the fans enjoy the game more and understand the game more, and it's again it allows me to keep doing, you know, keep staying involved with this game of football, and but it also gives me time to see our grandchildren more and our own children, and hopefully there'll be more grandchildren along the way. So right now, I'm mostly focused on that. You know, there may be some speaking engagements I do and some other things in the off season that I'll do, but you know, my primary focus is to try to do a good job as an analyst.
You're looking forward to going into a football season knowing you won't lose again.
You know, Catherine, my wife, and I talk about just really being able to enjoy every game and not worry about who wins it, or you worry a little bit about it, but not like it is when you're coaching. So, and I'll say this: I've you know, the longer I was able to reflect about life in general, I just want to give props to my wife, Catherine, again, because it's amazing what an unbelievable head coach's wife she was, and just a best friend for me and confidant. I mean, to live through 35 years of, you know, this crazy game of football as a coach, again, a coach's wife, she's been amazing, and I'm just thankful that we're still madly in love after all these years and empty nesting and having a good time.
What's
Or
John
if
doing?
the college football playoff selection committee.
I'm sorry?
If the college football playoff selection committee ever called you up and said, "Hey, Mark, would you be interested in joining?" Is that something you?
Yeah, I would do that. I mean, I would definitely consider it. I don't know what it would take to be on that committee, and what if it would have any conflict of interest with what I'm doing. I mean, obviously, I'd have to get with ESPN on anything that we do with the ACC network. But yeah, that would be an interesting thing.
What's John doing?